YouTube channel! For today's video, we are going to discuss about the concepts of integration and the three approaches to integration, namely multidisciplinary approach, interdisciplinary approach, and transdisciplinary approach. After that, we are going to connect the three approaches by comparing and contrasting. So now, let's proceed. Now, let us first know what is integrated curriculum all about. Let's find out. An integrated curriculum is described as one that connects different areas of study by cutting across subject matter lines and emphasizing unifying concepts. Integration focuses on making connections for students, allowing them to engage in relevant, meaningful activities that can be connected to real life. Its purpose is to realistically link various disciplines into the study and exploration of the certain aspects of the world. It is also a way of teaching and a way of planning and organizing the instructional program. This also enables the discrete discipline of subject matter related to one another in a design that matches the developmental needs of the learners to connect their learnings in a way that are meaningful to the current experiences. What is integration? To integrate is to make up, combine, or complete to produce a whole or larger unit as parts do. Usually, integration is applied in education to facilitate the integrative and interactive learning process in the classroom. Do you wonder why is it important to integrate curriculum? Think about how much you could learn in a classroom where you learn math, science, and reading all in one lesson, or teaching a theme-based unit that focuses on cultural diversity and incorporates core content area topics. Teaching with integrated curriculum has a huge possibilities that students showed higher signs of retention at an increased rate than when an integrated curriculum was not implemented. The reason for this is because they were able to more closely relate to content and make real-world connections in integrated curriculum approaches. Students not only connect and create more real-world connections in integrated classrooms, but they were also more actively engaged. Creating an integrated curriculum means that teachers are charged with having to create challenging, fun, meaningful tasks that help students connect to information. There are three ways to integrate curriculum using the three approaches. The three approaches to integration are multidisciplinary integration, interdisciplinary integration, and transdisciplinary integration. Now, let us focus first to the first approach, which is multidisciplinary integration. A multidisciplinary integration involves combinations of more than two subjects together. Not only do they connect to each other, where connections are explicit, but they also connect through a central theme. For example, a unit focused on geocaching that met standards in math, language arts, and science would be multidisciplinary. Teachers fuse skills, knowledge, or even attitudes into the regular school curriculum. In some schools, for example, students learn respect for the environment in every subject area. This method focuses primarily on the disciplines. They use central theme and standards from each subject that are selected to support the theme. Now, let's move on to the second approach, which is interdisciplinary integration. In an interdisciplinary approach to integration, the learning becomes much more conceptual and the themes are articulated in the form of deep questioning to reach higher level understanding. This approach supports standards from different subcategories in one subject area. For example, a unit that integrated reading, writing, and oral communication would be interdisciplinary. Another example might be a unit that integrated history, economics, and geography. In this approach to integration, the teachers organize curriculum around common learnings across the disciplines. They chunk together the common learnings embedded in the disciplines to emphasize interdisciplinary skills and concepts. The disciplines are identifiable, but they assume less importance than in the multidisciplinary approach. Now, moving on to the last approach, which is the transdisciplinary integration approach. Transdisciplinary approach encourages a curriculum that makes connections between the subjects not only through explicit and conceptual ties but also through the personal experiences of the learners. It ties in also the notion of relevance. At this level of integration, concepts are sometimes organized in different types. In transdisciplinary approach, it is organized around students' questions or a real-world topic. How the three approaches connected with each other? In interdisciplinary, it is within subject areas. In multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary, they are both between subject areas. And lastly, in transdisciplinary, it is beyond subject areas. The multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, and transdisciplinary perspectives offer different maps to begin the design process. Teachers can use any of the approaches at any level of education in a single classroom or in a team approach. Comparing and contrasting the three approaches of integration. In terms of their organizing center, multidisciplinary, standards of the disciplines organized around a theme. In interdisciplinary skills and concepts embedded in disciplinary standards. In transdisciplinary, it is real-life context. This is where students questions. In terms of their conception of knowledge, multidisciplinary, knowledge best learned through the structure of the disciplines. In interdisciplinary, disciplines connected by common concepts and skills, and knowledge considered to be socially constructed. In transdisciplinary, all knowledge interconnected and interdependent. Knowledge considered to be indeterminate and ambiguous. In terms of the role of disciplines, multidisciplinary, procedures of discipline considered most important. It is distinct skills and concepts of discipline taught. In interdisciplinary skills and concepts stressed. In transdisciplinary, disciplines identified if desired, but real-life context emphasized. In the role of the teacher, in multidisciplinary, the role of the teacher is to facilitate and specialist. In interdisciplinary, it is same to multidisciplinary. However, in transdisciplinary, the role of the teacher is co-planner, co-learner, and generalist or specialist. Educators who actually implement integrated approaches are the same educators who are interested in the most effective ways to teach. They are the ones who constantly ask, how can I engage all of my students in this learning? They also are the ones who use the most effective planning strategies, such as the backward design process, and are concerned with authentic assessment practices. Therefore, despite some differences in the degree and the intent of integration, the three approaches share many similarities. The centrality of standards and the need for accountability bring the three approaches closer together in practice.